Hello, you've reached my channel Cosmic Vibrations. This is going to be a daily collective tarot reading for the 18th of November, which is a Wednesday. And just to remind you, near the end of the month, I'll be coming out with monthlies for the 12 signs of the zodiac at the end of the month for December. So if you've been waiting for those to come out, they will be coming out at the end of the month. This daily exercise is almost just that, an exercise or a warming up thing. And also, I've always wanted to do dailies, so it's kind of fun for me to do them. This is a reading for the collective. It is not sign related, so anybody can watch this reading. And let me do this one. So I'm going to timestamp down below when the reading starts so you can skip straight ahead. If you're interested in the names of the decks I'm using, I'll put those down below as well. And I'm going to do one main theme of the day card at the top and then 5 explainer cards down below, and we'll just see what comes out. These are meant to be kind of collective messages for anyone who watches, but sometimes specifics come out for certain people. It really just depends. Okay. For Wednesday, November 18th, 2020. My nails look horrible today. I'm still trying to get the old nail polish off. So you'll just have to bear with my not so great looking nails. Wednesday, November 18th, 2020. Whoops, I guess that one wanted to come out. Okay, here we go. Let's see what is hiding in these cards. Oh wow, look at that. There's that card again. Okay. Your central theme for the day for Wednesday, November 18th. Is it November 18th? Yeah. You have the Queen of Wands. So independence, being direct, creative, protective, strong, active, passionate. This is an Aries card, so it's about self-sufficiency, self-esteem, speaking up, being very direct about your desires, what you want in life, who you are, and also your capabilities, strengths, and talents. She's kind of like a lioness mother that is very protective of her children if she has any, or of her creative projects. She's not afraid to show strength if she needs to. And obviously it's a queen, but it doesn't have to be feminine energy or masculine energy after all. This is a woman in the image, but it is an Aries card, which is a masculine vibration. So it's kind of a nice balance of both, honestly. So let's see if we can get more information about this Queen of Wands. Could be a person that you spend the day with today, or that you know, or a strong person that you know, or it could be an aspect of yourself. Tell me more about this Queen of Wands. The Queen of Cups. Standing up for your feelings or intuitions, acting on your intuitions, being protective of family members or close friends or people that you consider family. It's a nice balance. These two queens together can be a little impulsive, especially if you act off of your emotions today. But they both seem rather grounded in who they are in these pictures. So if you do act on impulses today based off of intuitions or emotions that you have, it seems like it'll probably be a good outcome. I'm getting something about loyalty in here too, of remaining strong and loyal to the people that you love, the situations that you care about, and your and also since it's two queens, it can be prominent women in your life as well that play a role today on Wednesday. Maybe you spend time with your mom or a sister or a best friend or even a partner. They're very different from each other, but if they work well together, they can create things that they wouldn't be able to create on their own. Fire and water, or sun and the water, creates rainbows. So it's a unique balance of receptivity and activism here. So now this is interesting. Two hermits came out together, or next to each other. This is emphasizing the energy of the hermit, and I believe the hermit came out for yesterday too, on Tuesday. So a lot of deep soul searching, a lot of seeking quiet time to look within to find answers to anything that you need answers for. Trusting your wise self within. It may also be a day where you're focusing on your own independence or the things that you need to do for yourself, rather than necessarily nurturing other people today or catering to other people today. It seems very introspective and almost, what's the word, constructive critic's mind here, of seeing what can be adjusted in situations in your life or about yourself, or seeking clarity, spending time alone, or also studying, teaching, studying, discovering new truths or new information that awakens your mind. It seems very spiritual here too. Maybe time spent focusing on prayer, or the law of attraction, or just recognizing your own abilities today. So let's find out more about this hermit. This can also be a teacher or a elder or a person that you know that gives you some really amazing advice or help if you need some clarity to a situation. This can be going to someone else who shows these qualities as well. And strong Virgo energy. Let me use, what does the hermit have to do with for Wednesday, November 18th? Getting in touch with yourself. Figuring out what you want or what you are capable of. Maybe going on some kind of a retreat or a short trip out to nature or a quiet place. To me, quiet places are places like museums, libraries, cemeteries, arboretums, parks. Even gardens, caves. House upside down. Let me get more information. You may be searching for a home, a new home to move to, or there may be something about your home that needs some work done on it. Some repairs that need to be made, or the energy needs to be cleaned out in your home big time, like sage, smudge out the whole place, open up the windows, even if it's just for a few moments to get some fresh air in, maybe straighten up clutter. There seems to be an energy block in the home that needs to be cleaned. Fox, mischief. Let me find out more about that. You know what? I'm going to pick a different deck for that. What does this fox have to do with? Let's try this. Pure nature. Okay. Today very well might be a really good day to clean out your home or add some new energy to your home. Traditionally in the Lenormand system, this is a trickster card or a devious, kind of mischievous energy. However, the creator of this deck also said that the reader had total permission to read other things into this. And foxes, having fox medicine myself, I've never thought of fox energy as being a trickster or somehow devious all the time like a thief. I can see that aspect of it definitely with mischief, but foxes generally keep the same den year after year after year, and each year they add sections onto it, they clean it out, they keep their dens very nice. Foxes do wander around a pretty large territory, but they always go back to their home or their den. There are also entrances to the fairy realm. Fox medicine has to do with dawn and dusk, which are the two times of the day or night rather, that are called the in-between times, where fairy energy or magical energy tends to happen more at those times because the veils are supposed to be a lot thinner. And so I'm seeing something specific in here about needing to clean out your home or your den or wherever you go back to, from negative energy, clutter, cobwebs, spiders, and to make your den a much more peaceful, natural sort of a place. And also, your home is your safe place. You can walk around naked if you want. You can decorate your home any way that you want to, usually, unless you have a ton of roommates. To me, this is saying that your home should be reflecting more who you are now rather than who you have been in the past. Bringing in some fresh flowers or houseplants, or bringing more natural things into your home would help clean out the energy quite a bit. As well as, I'm getting beautification here. This is pure nature. You may want to do some beautification self-care today, whether it's cutting your hair, taking a bath, changing your look, decorating yourself. It brings you back to nature again. I'm also seeing something about needing to get out of the home as well. Maybe take some walks, go to places where you feel at peace with nature if you can. I mean, even if you live in the inner city, you can still find parks or pretty places to go to. So I'm also getting something in here about a mischievous daughter. I don't know who that's for. Don't worry too much about it. It seems like if this is for someone specific who's their daughter, maybe, or teenager, or maybe like a 9-year-old or 8-year-old up to like 16 maybe, that things are not as bad as you think. This child or person may be a little bit mischievous or have a wild streak in them, but if channeled properly, that's actually showing that this young person has a great deal of talents and gifts that they can use. So try not to worry too much. You may have been noticing strange things around the house that are making you worry a little bit, or you're trying to figure out what's going on. But I would say let them be the natural person that they are, and try to have them channel that energy into creativity of some kind. A lot of it seems also to be hormones too. I don't know who that's for, but that came out. So let's look at this. This is the Four of Cups. What's that say on it? Bitterness. This is the Renaissance Tarot. This is the Four of Cups, and it says bitterness on it. But normally 4 is a number of balance and of stability. So, something isn't quite the way that you would like it. Something isn't quite fulfilling you. So let's look into that. That might be coming from the Queen of Cups over here. Is that what I want to use? I'm going to use this one. What is this bitterness? Could it be that some of you are not bitter, but not satisfied because possibly you're alone too much? Possibly you're alone too much. Maybe some of you are sick of being independent or being the strong person. Maybe perhaps some of you feel as though you are tired of being alone and you want other people to show you that they care, or to nurture you, or take care of you, or to work in balance with you. That could be another message in here. So let's see what this dissatisfaction has to do with. Whoa, these two came out together. With this supposed bitterness, you have Death and the Ace of Wands. So, you know what this is reminding me of is families where an elder in the family dies and shortly afterwards a baby is born in the family. It's like a passing of a torch from one generation to the next. But I'm getting, in order to have new life or new possibilities or new action or new passion coming into your life, something needs to end first and you need to completely let go of it. This could be saying letting go of bitterness from the past, letting go of past disappointments. You can't be completely ready for a new beginning if you're still holding on to loss, disappointment, bitterness, or sadness over a past experience that has ended, or even trauma that has happened in the past that you've been carrying with you. In order to have this new beginning, you need to celebrate the passing of the old. Let's see if I can get a little bit more information on that. The Three of Swords. Painful memories or a painful situation that has just ended. The good news, if that is the case, is that there is new growth coming. This is reminding me of pure nature here. So no wonder you're processing so much or needing to clean out your home. Some of you may have to find a new home, possibly. If that's the case, you will find whatever it is that you need in order to further your life along and to enter a new phase in your life where there's new growth happening. But it is difficult to let go of all of that, which is why I see why there are two hermits in here. So let's look. Then there's the Five of Cups, which is disappointment. That's possibly more than half of a situation has spilled, but there is still energy there, still standing. You may be focusing too much on the loss that has happened rather than what you have to work with right now. But let me get more on that. Is that one? I want this. What is this Five of Cups about? Snake upside down. Clover. All right, I'm going to get kind of specific here. This may or may not resonate. You'll know whether it does or not. So with this disappointment, loss, and it almost feels tragic. But there is still something there standing that you can work with. You should be, by all means, grieve, release, feel it. But after you're done with that part of it, you need to move on and work with what you still have, or work with completely new energy. This situation that you're grieving or that you're still recovering from has something to do with having either your sexuality demonized, or possibly someone has lied to you, betrayed you, turned out not to be something that you thought that they were, or turned out not to be trustworthy. That's another way I could read that. Another way I could read this is that your whole entire being was not completely accepted. Either that or there were, what's the word? Irrevocable differences, irreconcilable, I can't even say it. You know what I'm trying to say. It's like differences between two people that are just too much to be able to work things out, where possibly they just simply don't understand each other. Or this could be coming from one to another. This doesn't even have to do with a relationship. It could be, since the snake is sexuality. And this could also be healing from some kind of wound that you have where your sexuality has been wounded. because of things that weren't understood or weren't accepted. This could be any situation, though. It definitely feels like it comes from other people, though, or other situations. But this is a feeling of not being understood or not understanding what you're dealing with, because it's just so, the snake, natural sexuality is completely healthy and natural, obviously. But when you twist that sexuality or shame that sexuality or that naturalness, it becomes something that is hard to deal with. It could be that you found something out about someone that was just not doable on where you just couldn't deal with it. But with that is Clover. So there could be money involved in this situation, or it could have to do with belongings or possessions of some kind, where possibly, I don't know. I mean, the worst case scenario here is that you've been robbed, or that someone took your wealth from you. Wealth being kind of a broad term here. Taking your luck from you, you feel unlucky all of a sudden. But your luck can definitely come back. You have to recover from this. And I'm getting a strong emphasis on plants in this reading. So plants, for whatever reason, are extremely important in that healing process. Maybe going to a butterfly garden or a arboretum or a plant museum of some kind, or a park or the woods, or not all is lost in the situation. You can still, even if the situation itself is not workable, you can still recover from it and draw back what you lost, is what I'm getting. This has been coming out quite frequently, Touch the Sky, and so I'm going to pick a bunch more of the same deck and see what I can come up with. Any other interpretations? And with that wounded sexuality thing, that also might be a reason why you have two hermits in here, is you need to recover and possibly be single for a little bit, or get in touch with your own essence and realizing that there is nothing wrong with your own essence. So let's see. I got something really philosophical with this. Okay. What I'm getting is that you care very much about the future generations of humanity, your own future generations and your own family as well. This can be young people in your family, cousins, children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, children that you work with, if you happen to work with children. You care very, very much about throwing a lifeline down and your energy down to young people to make sure that they have what they need. But I'm also getting teaching them and showing them and giving them the energy that they need in order to believe in liberty, freedom of thought, freedom of speech, a knowing of what's right and wrong, or what's another way to put that? Justice, a sense of justice, being completely comfortable with being empowered to make good things happen in the world. For children to have freedom so that they can grow up to be free adults to teach their own children about freedom and liberty. And I'm getting a really strong maternal feeling with this. It could be an auntie, a grandma, a sister, a mother, but I'm getting a really strong caring in this about putting a lot of your heart energy into anchoring young people into with honoring their own intelligence and continuing to learn and continuing to know who they are. It's like empowering children to know their own innate wisdom within and not to somehow suppress that in any way. This feels, what's the word? Not avant-garde, completely new. It's like every generation that passes, their DNA changes. Humankind evolves each generation into something beyond what came before. And this feels very nurturing and protective of making sure that they have a good chance to discover themselves and be who they are and use their innate intelligence towards creating good things in the world, to make sure that they have that energy. That aside, I would say to take an old dream from a long time ago, from when you were young, and believe completely, fully in freeing that wish or dream into existence. That somehow maybe you were taught those things were not possible, or that you can't live on a dream, or that your childhood dreams don't matter on what you wanted to do with your life or yourself. But there's a chance now for that to become freed. If you look, Lady Liberty here is holding a cage, and a dove is being freed from it. And with the moon and the stars in her hair, this is reminding me of intuition. Go with your intuition in freeing old dreams. They are completely possible now, or it is possible for you to unleash them and nurture them. You can't keep those old dreams from such a long time ago locked up in a little cage as if it's not possible when it is. And so you're fishing. To me, it looks like she's fishing for birds in the sky with her braid. You're fishing for how this can be brought into existence, or even just simply believing in the potentials and possibilities in the situation instead of immediately shutting them down as if there is some kind of limit on things. So hopefully that made sense and resonated for at least a few of you. And thank you for supporting my channel. And I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.